Some people may find the following content offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, contractors. Blackwell speaking. Are you unhappy with the living conditions of your country? Are you sick of the pests roaming the streets and halls of your home? Then I have the job for you. Introducing Papers, Please, the game that taught everyone how many bribes you can take before the government eventually promotes you. To customer. Do you like a 9-to-5 job? Do you like job stability? Do you crave excitement in your career? Welcome to the checkpoint, where you get paid for simply telling people to fuck off. You are a citizen in the glorious nation of Arstotzka. By luck and lottery, you have won the auspicious job of manning the newly built checkpoint Grestin. And your pay? A whopping $5 per person you correctly process. But Blackwell, I hear you ask, what's stopping me from parting the checkpoint like the Red Sea? Well, I'll tell you. It's called the government. I can't prove that Big Brother is watching me, but every mistake is observed, every false step given a citation, and the more you get, the smaller your pay gets. Did I mention you have a family? So you better take care of them. Otherwise, the game ends, and I can only assume that the healthcare for dead families in this country is fairly non-existent.
Fresh from the shattered corpses.
Would you kindly ignore that? Gameplay. At the start of each day, a horde of masses will already be waiting for you, and you simply have to check if they have everything they need. And if they do, you approve their entry. If they don't, they either leave or get escorted off the premises. The first day is easy. Everyone needs to bring their passport, and if it says Arstotzkan, you let them in. And if it doesn't, you ban them faster than you can say, "Prenesite koroshi documenti." Then the next day, due to a small labor shortage, the government starts accepting migrant workers. Which I did not engineer, because I have no monetary incentive. But then, this happens. Naturally, the government springs into action. So you start checking foreigners for their entry tickets, but make sure it's not expired, as people will do their best to force their way into your glorious nation. Suddenly, our Stotskan citizens start needing to have an ID card. Entry tickets? What are those? We only accept entry permits now. Did I mention pretty much all these documents can expire? Well, then he should have spent that money on you instead. Be careful. Matching these will eventually be quite the challenge as the political situation develops in all sorts of wacky ways. Don't be afraid to make a couple of mistakes. The first 2 smugglers are free, but take too many and your boss will be quick to dock your pay. Do your best to not hate that sound. Eventually, we'll get into how these affect your family down the line. And then come the most hated people of all, the extremists. Now they may be responsible for terrorism, murder, and damage of government property, but that's not why I hate them. I hate them because their attacks interrupt your workday, preventing you from processing more people, cutting your income, and cheating you of your well-deserved pay. Guess little Alexi and Dasha are not getting McDonald's, but getting Burger King from the corner of Sputnik and Surveyor. I hope you like cold fries, because that's literally all they have. Speaking of which, let's talk about that family. They have 5 states: okay, hungry, cold, sick, very sick, and dead. These are all self-explanatory. You'll mainly be dealing with your main resource, Arstotzkan V-Bucks. Again, 5 per correctly processed person. You spend these on food and heat. Medicine only appears when someone is sick, and again, all self-explanatory. So you are motivated to do your job at peak efficiency, maximum speed, and zero errors. Let me tell you a story. Each day you go to work, you get updates. I read them because not reading while on the job is a rookie mistake. I did that once and I got fired after a week. Oh well. I spotted the headline of a murderer on the run. His name and face published for me to see. I thought nothing of it and was surprised to see a man with the same name at the border. So I asked him about it. He denied it, and I promptly called the guards. Or how about the time I caught a smuggler, randomly, via a totally non-prejudiced ethnic profiling search? Do they exist? Probably not. Will I complain to my superiors? Also probably not. Apparently, he was bringing in narcotics across the border. I ordered him to be detained immediately. Of course, he called it harmless medicine. Unfortunately, he was just about to bribe me for my silence. But it was too late. I heard the combat boots. Guards called out for him, and that was that. Damn, he could have paid for my heating. Story. As a person with limited prospects, you are in an interesting position. This checkpoint is where you can change lives. Allowing or denying someone's entry can be the difference between life and death. Will you choose to separate loved ones from their family simply because they don't have their paperwork in order? Will you doom someone to political arrest simply because they disagree with their government's inhumane actions? What happens when you cause suffering for your family for giving kindness to a friend? Everyone will say anything to get through the border. Can you really trust their words over the law? These questions and their answers are very interesting, and they're all decided by you. You can be replaced at any time. You can be killed at any time. You can be arrested at any time. So will you choose to lay low, work within the system hoping someone will notice your dedication and patriotism? Or will you persevere, rise above your station, and carve out a better tomorrow? Even a lowly checkpoint inspector can usher in a brand new glorious future. Our Stotska out of 10 would deny you again. Cheers. I'll be seeing you.